Steve, and good day from Australia. And welcome to the 21st century enlightenment. We live in amazing times where digital innovation is fostering mass mind through hyper-connectedness, hyper-transparency, and hyper-agility, especially in business. We've got an amazing lineup today. I think we're going to be enlightened and inspired. We have an amazing agenda and amazing speakers, and I hope you join me in welcoming them. First one is Rejan Bourgault. Sorry, my French is not very good. But the topic that is going to be discussed by Rejan is the future technology megatrends of the next 50 years. He's a futurist, as I would like to put it. And Rejan, his background is that he's a vice president of Avaya and has been working in the high-tech sector for the past 23 years in network infrastructure, wireless, and enterprise networks. During his career, Rejan has held several positions, including international assignments in Hong Kong and Paris. Strong leadership, passion, energy, vision, and recognizability to execute are characteristics that have marked Rejan's successful 23-year career in Avaya. An active spokesperson in the telecommunications industry, Rejan is passionate about the future of technologies and its impact on our lives. He is a member of the World Future Society. Rejan is a graduate of Sherbrooke University with a bachelor's degree in electronic engineering. He is married with 3 children from the cyber generation, and he is fully bilingual in English and French, and is a passionate cross-country push bike rider. So join me in welcoming Rejan to the podium.
Push bike is mountain bike.
Mountain.
Good morning. How are you today? You feel good? Oh, this is not good enough. I need energy. You feel good? Yeah. All right. We have an amazing day today, and thank you very much for the university to have me today at 1,000,000actsofinnovation. And I welcome you to join the website and link of that group. I love doing this presentation, and I love the topic. Innovation. This is exactly what I love to talk about. I give this presentation so far to about 15,000 people in different venture, different venue, and this facility is amazing. It's very, very good. So I look forward for the next 45 minutes together. Look at this presentation really like a movie. There's absolutely no word really on my charts. It's only picture. So immerse yourself in the future. For sure, some of you, after about 20 minutes of the presentation, will start crossing arms. And I know why. It's not necessarily because you're not interested, it's because now your brain is starting to dive into the future and start to say, I like this, I don't like this. In the past, I used to do this presentation, and about 30 minutes in, I was doing 2-3 charts on the dark side of the future. I've been told, stop doing this. Let us decide what we like and what we don't like in the future, and keep the momentum high. So that's what we're going to do for 45 minutes. Are you okay with me? All right? So what do you see? You see an eye, I see a passport. A finger, an electronic wallet. Hands, a remote control for your TV. Open the TV, close the TV. Channel up, channel down. Very popular in consumer electronics show. Since December 2012, you can now buy TV like from Samsung or LG that are basically responding to your gesture. Your kids playing with their whatever Xbox or and so on, different technology, they can talk to their console with their hands. In the future, this is coming very, very prominent. Your voice, your mouth will play a key role in the future. So what you see there, it's about the size of a fridge. Basically what you see there is 5 meg of memory in 1956. This USB key here, this is the capacity in the USB key, the size of 14 football fields. The reason I present this, and you will see my entire presentation is look forward in the future. I have only 2-3 slides that looks in the back. But this is to show you the miniaturization. Think 50 years from now, what we're going to see. This is a Cray 2 computer, 1985. This is the iPad 2 computer, same thing, same processing power. Look at the price difference between the two. 17.5 million and 700 bucks. So picture yourself again 30 years from now, where the technology is going from miniaturization and price. So I was having a great time with Steve Wozniak in November in Toronto and in Montreal in February, and we spent 24 hours together with different customers. And one of the keynote I had to give was think different. So where we're going to go for the next about 10 minutes, I want you to start thinking differently about different aspects of the life. So this is a brain helicopter. Basically, at the Consumer Electronics Show in 2013 in January, this guy now controls the helicopter with his brain. There's a reason there's a cage around it, because sometimes you lose control of your brain, and the helicopter wants to go everywhere. But what is amazing is it used crowdsourcing to get it on Kickstarter. But think about it. This guy only needs $10,000. He got $75,000, and he had 434 backers. I was telling the story last night at the dinner. I thought Kickstarter, until yesterday in the plane, that these guys were like sub $100,000. In Fortune magazine this month, there's a guy there who raised $2.4 million on Kickstarter. So this is things we didn't have 10 years from now. So some of you are in the age of student or entrepreneur. This is new stuff that helps you for your innovation. Dave and Karen, how many of you know the story of this kid? Not too many, right. This guy's 7 years old, all of a sudden, go to doctor, they tell him, sorry kids, you really have something special about you. You cannot go outside anymore. If you are in contact in classroom or in the public area, if you can't be contaminated with the air and you're stuck. So his mom stuck the kids at home, that's the only place he can be. He wanted to continue to go to school. So thanks to video technology now, this camera is now following him everywhere in the classroom. So it's easy to put the camera in the classroom, but what's the beauty here is now the kid is following his classmate when they move from class to class and so on. So you feel that he's part of the community. 1 billion. A $1,000 PC in 45 years from now will be 1 billion more powerful. Think about the consequences. 45 years from now. You will have a data center at home. 14 billion. That's the number of light bulbs we have on the society right now. Worldwide, that's the number of light bulbs we have. All these light bulbs are now changing to LED. What's the big difference between the two? If you have a light bulb and you do on and off, non-stop, it will glow, right? If you do an LED on and off very, very fast, this is exactly what the laser do. Optical network, this is what we're doing. So one of the technology that is coming, it's called Li-Fi. Not Wi-Fi, Li-Fi. And there's a consortium there, you can Google it, you can be a member of the program and so on. And basically from the light, you can picture yourself, you're in a classroom like that, and the LED, you don't see them, but they are flashing and they're downloading HD movie on your iPad right now, or in the airplane, for example. So how many of you know this technology, this light bulb? How many of you have this light bulb at home? 1, 2, 3, that's just great. So, last time I presented, I'll tell the story after. So, picture yourself, you are the CEO of Philips. You're going to see 10 engineers in a room and say, you guys, I want you to change the light bulb industry. We used to sell light bulb for $1 for decades. I want you guys to find a way to sell the light bulb tomorrow at 60 bucks. Put on a whiteboard every single technology there is in the market right now, social media, whatever you want, and try to find something that you can get together. And this is what they created. They created the U. The U has 16 million colors per light bulb. There's a Wi-Fi chips inside of each light bulb. When you have it in your house, you can have up to 50 on a small controller. They indeed cost $60 each, and you can really control every single light bulb in your house with an iPad. You can take a picture of a sunset outside on your iPad, and you basically put all the light bulbs of the different colors you like in the sunset, and have your living room like a romance living room version. I had a customer who told me a month ago, I said, I can't believe you cost me more than $1,000, because after I followed your presentation, I purchased 19 of those in my basement. So this is great technology, and what I like about it is the breakthrough of thinking, right, from $1 to $60. In 2013, as you know, we're 7 billion on the planet. In 2050, we're going to be roughly, sorry, the clicker. We're going to be roughly 7 billion on the planet, and the population 9.3 billion in 2050. Right now on the planet, there's 800 million cars. In 2050, we will have 4 billion cars on this planet. Amazing challenge for the industry. So you've seen this in Expo 1967 in Montreal. This is not used anymore too much, more like a museum. So what we're going to do in the future, you're going to start seeing vertical farming. This picture is more like futurist, but right now there's one built in Sweden, there's one built in China, and basically the beauty of it is you put the farm right in the cities. So picture you have a vertical farm like that in Toronto, you have conveyors going underground like Disney World, producing carrots, potatoes, and feeding all the different restaurants and groceries right by inside. This is where the future is going. No need for transportation, you get the light, you got the sun around the building, you get the water drip from the ceiling, and so on. When I go to a beach, I'm not sure if I'm like you, but I hate algae. I like to go to the beach, but there's no algae. But right now, I love algae. This company, Parabel in Florida, there's many of those, but this one I know in particular, what they are doing is amazing. They built this type of pool. This is 12 acres in Florida, right? So this is like a pool about 2 feet, and they harvest algae 5 to 7 times a day. So there's a big scraper, we don't see it, and 5-7 times a day, they just go around the pool and they take just the top, and they make a powder of it, and 65% is transformed from algae and protein to feed animals in farms, and 35% in biofuel. The biofuel from the algae is $20 less the petrol barrel right now. Think about it, from algae. They just sold their patent to China. They fight for 2.5 years to the US government to be allowed to sell their patent to China. They just accepted. They sell they're going to build the first plant, 1,200 acres. And now, if it works, they're going to go to 12,000 acres right after. They already have the land for doing it. The next phase is what we call allophy.